The Seven of Wands, Valor, ruled by Mars of the last decanate of Leo. Okay, the energy is kind of transposed a bit. The purple has gone a lot darker, and as a result, the wands themselves appear much lighter. So, what does Crowley say about the Seven of Wands victory? Valor. I'm sorry. Well, this is why I said victory, because actually this card derives from Netzach, which means victory. The Six of Wands is victory in Tipperith, which is beauty, and now we're in the Seven of Wands, Valor, which in Netzach is victory. That's why I get confused. In the suit of fire, well, we know that. But the 7 is a weak, earthy, feminine number as regards the tree of life, and it represents the departure from the balance so low down on the tree of life, on the tree, that this implies a loss of confidence. Yeah, this is not a thing against women or anything like that. It is just that we've gone from the sense that we're moving to the side again, and it's an excess of weakness that's going on here. But there are mitigating circumstances, and this brings us back into the astrology of the decanates, where he says, fortunately the card is also attributed to Mars and Leo. Leo is still the sun in his full strength, but the marks of decadence are already to be seen. Decadence means we're going to go into Virgo, the next sign. It is as if the wavering fire summoned the brutal energy of Mars to its support. So this is a kind of like, bring on the troops, we've got to maintain order, you know, more troops on the ground will saturate it, and that will nip out the rebellion. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But this is not enough to counterbalance fully the degeneration of the initial energy and the departure from equilibrium, moving across to the tree of, to the pillar of weakness, or the tree of life. As if to emphasize the military kind of thing, it says the army is being thrown into disorder. If victory is to be won, it will be by dint of individual valor, a soldier's battle. They're fighting for their lives and their mates. They're not fighting for whatever reason the government or the Prime Minister said we're going in there for. Now it's just survival, looking after your friends, looking after your mates. Then he goes on to the description of the card itself. The pictorial representation shows the fixed and balanced wands of the last card relegated to the background. I know, did you notice I said that at the start, how it's the background is changed around, diminished and become commonplace. The wands aren't shining out like they used to. In front is a large, crude, uneven club, the first weapon to hand, evidently unsatisfactory in ordered combat. Yeah, it's kind of primitive, isn't it? You know, we're going back to medieval times. I mean, you know, but when you're fighting, you grab whatever's at hand, don't you? You know, you don't sort of like, hang on a minute, I'll just see if I can choose what weapon to use on you now. You don't get it, you just, I'll use that. The flames are disordered and seem to attack in all directions without systematic purpose. Now, he's actually referring to, if you can see that, the little sparks between the wands there. It's still in a kind of order pattern, but it's dispersed. It's kind of like, you know, let's go after whoever's around me rather than we're advancing or we're retreating or whatever. You know, it's kind of, it's a bit of a melee. Everything is going on around you. So now it's time to go on to the Eight of Wands, which is swiftness.